Hi everybody, I am here to discuss about the topic on industrial alcohol production. Industrial alcohol production is done on or it is produced on large scale for centuries, and it is also used for human consumption, and it is used as a universal solvent. Along with gasoline, it is also used as a motor fuel, and because of this demand, alcohol is produced commercially. And for the production of this alcohol, yeast, bacteria and fungi is used. And this is the table that shows the bacteria, yeast and fungi that is used for commercial alcohol production. And the bacteria is commonly used is Pseudomonas mobilis, yeast that is Saccharomyces cerevisiae, Saccharomyces calspergenesis, and whereas fungus that is used is mucor, and apart from this candida is also used. And we'll see about the fermentative production of ethyl alcohol. For the commercial scale of ethyl alcohol, it consists of different steps. And the first step is inoculum preparation or the production of inoculum. Both yeast and bacteria are used for the production of ethyl alcohol. Among the bacteria that is used, that is widely used is Pseudomonas mobilis, and the yeast that is used is Saccharomyces cerevisiae and also Saccharomyces calspergenesis. And I told you the fungus can also be used, that is mainly candida and also the mucor that is used for the industrial alcohol production. And both this microorganism, both the Saccharomyces cerevisiae and bacteria that is commercially it is used for the ethanol production. And these organisms are, that is mainly yeast organism, it is used commercially by genetic selection process. And the strains of this yeast that may be used for industrial production should possess the following characters, and these are the characters that should be present in industrially important microorganism. That is, it should have a uniform and stable biochemical properties, the ability to ferment broad range of carbohydrate substrate rapidly. It should yield large quantities of ethanol. It should grow fast and should have high osmolar tolerance, low level of byproducts such as acids and glycerol. It should be tolerant to high concentration of alcohol, should possess high temperature tolerance, high cell viability for repeated recycling, appropriate flocculation and sedimentation characters to facilitate the cell recycling. And the choice of this microorganism employed in large-scale ethanol production depend upon the raw materials that is used. And for example, Saccharomyces cerevisiae is employed when starch or maltose is used as a raw material, and whey or sulfate-based liquor is used when candida and candida utilis or candida albicans is used. And we'll say about the inoculum production process. And this inoculum production process, it is very important in this ethanol production because it is similar to that of inoculum development process. Here we have to use pure strain of yeast, and this pure strain of yeast is present in the tube, and this is a solid culture, whereas it should be converted to liquid culture, so that from this test tube we are inoculating into a 10 ml of the sterile medium, and it is incubated at 28 degree to 30 degrees Celsius till sufficient growth of yeast take place. And after that, after sufficient growth occurs, from this 10 ml, it is inoculated or it is transferred to the flask containing 200 ml of the medium, and again it is incubated 28 to 30 degrees Celsius until predetermined cell mass is formed. And fully grown culture from this flask is transferred to a glass container, whereas this glass container consists of 4 liters of sterile medium, and it is also incubated at 28 to 30 degrees Celsius till sufficient growth take place. The culture from the glass container is finally transferred to a small seed tank containing 40 gallons of sterile medium. Then the seed tank is to be near the fermentation tank. The culture broth after inoculation will be ready for the inoculation into the production tank. The large amount of the yeast culture ranging from 8 to 10% of the volume is required for the inoculation of the production tank. And after inoculation, to achieve the rapid growth of yeast and large amount of cell mass, high degree of aeration and agitation of the medium is required. And the pH and the temperature is adjusted to 4.8 and 28 degrees Celsius during the growth of the yeast. And the next step is preparation of the medium. And here this composition of the fermentation medium plays an important role in achieving the optimum yield of ethanol. It should be prepared in such a way that it contains all the sources of materials that promote the optimum growth of yeast and optimum yield of ethanol. And here it is shown that the carbon source, the nitrogen source and other growth factors that is used. And we'll see about the carbon source that is used. Different varieties of carbon source can be used for the ethanol production, and here mainly we are using waste product that is obtained from the agriculture industries, and they are grouped into different categories, and they are starchy material, that is potato starch can be used, cereals can be used, corn starch can be used, or etc. can be used, and saccharide material, that is fruit juice, whey, molasses and hydrol can be used, whereas cellulose materials, sulfate waste liquor and lignocellulose is used. And molasses is generally used as a main carbon source in the preparation of fermentation medium, as we all know that. And however, cane molasses, it is in India, it is used because of its availability in large quantities from sugar industries. And the raw materials that is used, it should be pre-treated in the form of saccharification. And saccharification is nothing but they are put into hydrolysis, and this is converted to fermentable sugars. That is, the cane molasses consists of sucrose as the sugar or carbohydrate, and this is converted to the fermentable sugars like maltose and glucose. And the optimal sugar concentration that is needed for the alcohol production is 10 to 18% sugar concentration. And apart from this, beet molasses can also be used, and if beet molasses is used, we should add biotin because it is biotin deficient. And if cane molasses is used, we know that it consists of sugar, and 10% of sugar should be used for this fermentation process. However, sucrose concentration, it may affect the growth of the yeast adversely, while lower sugar concentration or sucrose concentration make the fermentation process uneconomical. And this is the ethanol production or industrial ethanol production from various substrates. Nitrogen source. In the nitrogen source, we can use either organic nitrogen source or inorganic nitrogen source. And this nitrogen source, it should contain, that is 0.15 gram of ammonium sulfate is added to 2.5 gallons of molasses. And the commonly used nitrogen source is ammonium sulfate, or ammonium salts can also be used. And if excess nitrogen is present, that promotes the growth of the yeast, but it will result in the decreased production of ethanol. Growth factors should be optimum, but the most varieties of the molasses, for example cane molasses or any other variety of molasses, it consists of all growth factors, so there is no addition of any growth factors to the fermentation medium. And the pH of the medium should be adjusted to 4.8 to 5.8 by adding sulfuric acid or any lactic acid. And if the medium becomes highly anaerobic at this range of pH, it inhibits the growth of contaminating bacteria. And so there is no need of sterilization of the medium. And the fermentation process. Ethyl alcohol can be produced by by any one of the following steps. That is batch fermentation, continuous fermentation with cell, continuous fermentation with cell recycling can be used. And here this if batch fermentation is used, that is more commonly employed for ethanol production, and this is carried out in large fermenter with the volume of 600 centimeter cube. And it is added to the fermenter by pumping, that is the medium inoculum is added to the fermenter by pumping or gravity, and the addition of inoculum to the fermenter is called as pitching. And the following environmental factors like incubation time, temperature all should be suitably maintained and should be kept in control. And the maximum yield of ethanol is 30 to 72 will be obtained at 30 to 72 hours. And the fermentation can be stopped at any hour when the specific gravity of the fermentation liquid becomes constant. At this stage, 6 to 8% of ethyl alcohol will be formed. Fermentation generally starts within few hours of yeast inoculation. The process becomes rapid after 24 hours. The temperature range of 25 to 30 degrees Celsius is favorable for ethanol production. However, high heat is evolved. It should be controlled. Otherwise, that will inhibit the growth of microorganism and also will decrease the alcohol production. So this can be controlled by using cooling coils or by spraying cold water around the fermenter. And agitation should be given, and this will achieve the uniform mixing of the medium, uniform cooling of the medium. If higher temperature are not controlled, as I told you, that may affect the growth of microorganism and also that will decrease the level of ethanol. And after the fermentation, if all the factors are optimum, we will be getting 1.9 gram of ethanol per liter of medium per hour. And about 90% of carbon source of the fermentation liquid is converted into alcohol. And the last step, that is harvest and recovery. The cell biomass that is separated from this medium, and this is separated before distillation, and this can be separated by using centrifugation or sedimentation process. And after separation of the cell mass, the liquid is subjected to distillation, and this is then distilled in analyzer and a rectifier column to get ethyl alcohol, and will be obtaining rectified spirit and also fuel oil, or it is called as higher alcohol, or it can also be called as fusel oil. The mixture containing 95.6% of ethyl alcohol and 4.4% of water. And this can be obtained by fractional distillation. After distillation, the spent wash and the bottom sludge are drained out as distillery waste. The product is marketed as rectified spirit, denatured spirit, or special spirit. And I told you that bacteria can also be used, and this bacteria will also yield high amount of alcohol. And this is the flow diagram showing the ethyl alcohol production. And in large distilleries, a special rectifier column that is called as coffee still, which consists of two columns, that is called as analyzer and a rectifier. And the first one is analyzer. The analyzer is a vertical tower. It consists of columns arranged in a zigzag manner. The fermentation liquid is allowed to flow down the analyzer, and simultaneously steam is allowed to move up the tower from its bottom. The alcohol, now it is produced or present in this fermentation liquid, vaporizes at its vapors collect at the bottom, and the tower are made to flow into the rectifier. Next one is rectifier. Just like analyzer, the rectifier is also a vertical tower. It consists of a specifically designed fractionating columns with a number of chambers. And if less volatile constituents are present, that gradually condenses and are drawn from the higher point of the still. The temperature at the higher point of the still is roughly equal to the boiling point. And the head product, it may also contain many other products such as aldehydes, formic acids, etc. And the higher alcohols are removed from the receiver for every 2 or 3 days. And we'll see about the application of the ethyl alcohol. It is extensively used in synthesis of variety of organic compounds, and it is used as a universal solvent. As energy source in motor fuel cells, and different byproducts are useful in variety of ways. And I told you that the byproduct, that is also product and produced, and this byproduct is mainly the distiller solubles is produced. Then the yeast is also separated. The yeast can be used as a can be converted into active yeast, and the byproduct distiller solubles, which is rich in potassium, so it can be used as a potassium fertilizers. So hope everyone can understand me, and thank you for